Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening. I am having a blessed evening. All right. So we're gonna jump right into this. Basically, we definitely gonna jump right into this. We're gonna get this straightened out because this is a long time coming. I supposed to have did this. Basically, I supposed to have went into this. I suppose I've went into this topic right here, basically. So I said, you know what? Let me get into this topic because I keep bouncing around the topic, right? And I'm talking about other things, other events and other stuff that's going on. And I'm not getting into no books. This is going to be a little different, basically, to talk about. It's going to be a little different to talk about. Basically, I'm not going to get into basically no I may talk about one or two messengers and prophets, but I'm not definitely getting to it and tracing the bloodline all the way back to Adam. Peace and blessings be upon him. I'm not going to trace it all back. Basically, if you know, you know. Basically, if you don't know, you don't know. That means that you need to do your research. I'm not going to give you all the research. You need to go check it out yourself, right? So before I start getting into this, I want to show you this shirt that I picked up, right? And I'm gonna stand up. I want you to read this shirt. Look at this shirt. What it says. They didn't steal slaves, right? And look, okay. You can get this shirt basically off Amazon. I got this shirt, and then look at my backdrop. Look at the backdrop. Look at the backdrop right here. I love this backdrop right here. Okay, this is representing Black History Month. I don't like to use those titles because we are called the uply God light ones. That's who we are. We are called the uply God light ones, the indigenous people of this land, basically, right? So over here it says we amazing, we're smart, right? We proud, blessed, gift, magic, intelligent, friend, strong, melanin, friends, history. So it has a lot over here. Civil rights has a lot over here. Basically, I want to share that with you, my backdrop, because I'm happy about that. So here we go again with this right here. Okay, so you can see it. This is what it says. All right. All right. So now we're gonna get into this. Basically, we're definitely gonna get into this because this is much needed. This is much needed right now amongst us. I'm definitely going to break this down in the spiritual eye, coming from a spiritual eye, right? So you know my slogans. Everybody know my slogans, right? Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here, right? Not just physically, spiritually, and mentally, right? I'm coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? And experience from a spiritual eye, right? Live the life, leave the life, ain't no thing. Murder, death, kill. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me, right? And it cloak itself with your lower desires, with riches and fame that you want and you want to go after, basically. That's what it does. It's not telling you that it has two ways out that it presents to you. That's the forefront. It doesn't tell you that. But as the forefront, as you enter this agreement with it, it's to death, these plantations, right? That's it. You're married to the game and the game is married to you. It's either jail or death. That's it. But there's another way out. It's a crack that you really can't see. If you see that, you grab it. Basically, right? Let's give this murder, death, kill, way of life that's barbaric, twisted, evil, devil mindset back to the co-creators of it. Give it back, give it back, give it back. Right? On this channel, you're going to hear a lot of things and you're going to see a lot of things. They're going to make you go, I don't know. Over here, we expose that. We expose. Lift the skirt up and dissect it. And then hand it to you. And do you take your judgment from that, basically? Please like, share, subscribe, comment to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. This is All Big Facts. That's coming with bangers upon bangers, heat upon heat for you and I. With amazing energy, right? I'm coming from a spiritual guidance. If you are looking for books, and if you are looking for black and white, I'm going to say it again. If you are looking for books, and you are looking for black and white, we don't give you that on this channel. We give you belief or non-belief, right? Most of the things that I'm saying, you probably heard it, or is it new? You do your own research, basically. I'm not going to do your research for you. I'm going to say it again. If you are looking for book knowledge, for me to bring a book and tell you what book I read this in, you're not going to get this from me. Right? Basically, you have to do your own research. Either you believe or non-believe. That's it, basically. This is what we do over here. We deal with things from a spiritual sense and in tune with spirituality and dealing with the ghaib, the unseen world. This is where we get our information from the Lord, as he gives us permission to unravel some of the things which he has hidden from mankind. And everybody don't have access to that. Basically, we're going to live it like that. On this channel, we don't promote ignorance. We don't promote violence. We don't promote you drinking and smoking cigarettes and weed. We don't do none of that over here. Right? And then calling each other this offensive names out of our names. This channel is to uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you, uplift you. This is what this channel is about. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, right? Please do not forget to hit the notification, right? Do not forget to hit the notification bell. Put all so you know when I'm dropping heat for you, so you can be in tune, basically. This is sort of, it's not going to be that long. I'm gonna try not to make it that long, okay? I'm gonna try not to make it that long for you, basically. I'm gonna try not to. Look, I'm already sweating. Okay. So, this is going to be intertwined with other videos that I have posted up on my YouTube, breaking down, right? All right. This, what I'm about to explain, this is way before religion, way before there was Jews, way before there was Christians, way before there was Muslims, way before any of those things. Moors, Israelites, Hebrews, right? Egyptian, any of these, way before any of these that was in existence, right? This is during Prophet Adam time. This is during his time, okay? This was just during his time. This is before Christ, before BC. This is AD. This is AD, okay? When they didn't have, it was no religion, it was no scriptures, basically. It was not. It was belief or non-belief. And I'm going to tell you what happened, basically, from a spiritual sense, right? It's either you're going to believe it or you're not going to believe it. And then I'm going to break it down and bring it into religion, how religion came about, basically, right? Which is very important, what we're about to do. Okay. We are the indigenous people of the earth, the descendants, the ancient ancestors. I need to go slow. I can't go fast because most of the people don't get what I'm saying. This is during the ancient ancestors. This is before what? This is before speech. This was before people was allowed to talk. There was no talking, basically, right? This was what? Telepathically communicating with one another, right? And telepathically communicating with the creator. These ancestors were so powerful, they was given the abilities that we don't have now. And some of the abilities that they have is what? Telekinesis. Telekinesis is picking up things, heavy objects, and moving them with your mind, basically. Okay? They was given access. They was given this gift, basically. And I'm going to break it down on how, not how, but give you some proof and ideas that they lift up these boulders and place them perfectly with mathematics to build temples, basically. These temples, right, that they built is the very, very foundation of the earth, right? Of the earth, the stone, because the heavens and earth was one body. The creator said, "Kun fire kun," and he blew it. Boom! It was a big explosion. From this material, it started forming the heavens and earth, right? But from this, these pyramids was formed. Okay? Now, the ancient ancestors were so in tune, they was allowed to do what? To spirit travel freely in and out the earth. In and out the earth. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens all around the world, basically, right? Give me 1 second. 1 second. Right? They was given access freely. They even was given access to what? To reach beyond the earth, spirit travel that we call dreaming. We spirit travel all of the time, every night. We spirit travel. This is why we what? We have deja vu. I've been here before, right? We spirit travel in the speed of light. Whew. Right? And as we spirit travel, we pick up bits of information as our spirit travel from the earth into beyond. Basically, this is facts. They call it dreams because that's the only way they can explain it. We was doing it consciously, subconsciously, consciously and subconsciously, without speaking. We was given access to that. The indigenous people of the earth, right? This was the time of non-belief and belief, right? He gave us access. At this particular time, right, there was a lot of fight going on. There was pyramids being built. There was pyramids there. We believe in one creator. One creator. One. He said it. He believed in one. This is why we are called what? The upligated right ones. The upligated right ones. Was there others that disbelieved? Yes. Yes. They also, too, is ancient ancestors that was given access to. But they disrespect and disobeyed. Right? Basically. So it was fighting going on amongst them. It's a lot of fighting. There was fighting going on amongst them. Right? And it lasted all the way up into what? Up into Noah time. Peace and best be upon the prophet Noah. Okay? Noah wasn't a Jew. Noah wasn't a Christian. He wasn't none of that because there was none of those. There was no religion. There was belief and non-belief. This was the time of the pyramids that we built. All civilizations, we taught the pyramid ways. This is facts, beloved. This is facts. You see some of the traces that's still here, that's on earth. And the creator says, go out in the earth and see those that came before you. Travel throughout the earth and see those that came before you. You understand? He's telling you that those came before you. There was other civilizations, right? And through our bloodline, and we kept up the agreement and the respect and the honor to worship him, the creator, in our bloodline. We are the descendants, right? So we prayed to make a promise to him to not destroy us, to not be amongst the individuals that we was going after. Because after pertaining this power and riches and everything, we told them to worship the creator. They didn't want to do it. So there was fighting going on. There was fighting between belief and non-belief. This is how it started. So the last bit of it, the last bit of the ancient ancestors, right, was in Noah. I'm talking about the pyramids. If you would have seen how the city was and they civilized, you think that I can't even describe. It was nothing like this. It's 10 times better. Cities was draped with gold. Cities was draped with silver, diamonds, rubies. They had all this stuff dripped out in gold. This is why right now it is forbidden to wear gold. I could tell you some stories, brother. I mean, it was permitted during this time. It was permitted. So, he taught us all the ways, right? To telepathically speak with him. We freely go in and out of the earth. We even was one amongst the angels, learning, bringing seeds, right, of fruits down to plant in the earth. How you think these plants came about? They was not here. They wasn't here. These fruits and these vegetables, they was over there because we brought them down here and planted them. This is facts. This is facts. He talked about it, right? He talked about it. So you had others, right, that talk to each other telepathically. Telekinesis was the tool how we pick things up. They fought with one another. I mean, it was a massive fight. So he saved the bloodline of the ancient ancestors, right? As time go on, Time go on, right? Noah came. When Noah came, this same behavior was. This is why he prayed to the Creator, right? This is why he prayed. Because the same behavior was going on. The same thing, pyramids, right? So when all these activities was going on, right? Most of the people was doing what? They was living that lifestyle, murder, death, kill, live the life, live like ain't no thing, right? And then they was freely doing these things, freely. So you know what he did? He caused the flood to happen. He caused the flood to happen, to destroy everything. Destroy everything, right? But still held on to our bloodline. Now, the ancient ancestors were so powerful, right? And I'm talking about the ones that believed in the Creator, was in tune with him, ate, sleep, everything. When you look at him, you see the existence of him. It's how powerful they was. He took them up to himself. He took them up. He took them up. Body, soul, mind, physical, took them up. The ancient ancestors. Wasn't that many. I'm just telling you, it wasn't that many. At the time, it wasn't that many. Okay? So, when the flood happened, right? And the people came out, then Noah instructed the people, basically, to go settle and populate certain earth, right? And they populated, basically. They populated the earth, right? The descendants of the ancient ancestors. Did you still have those that had that had mindset and that murder, death, kill? Yes. Yes. You still had it. Basically, the Creator cut off all access to freely, right, and openly, right, to gain access to him and to the angels. It was cut off because all the fighting and bickering, right, and bloodshed among mankind. So he switched up. And from the descendants of Noah, right, this when it started to come about religion. This was religion started to come about. That's what happened. And then the rainbow is a promise to himself that he would not flood the earth like he did before, because these individuals was powerful. He empowered them. Some of his abilities, right? The first ancient ancestors, he gave them ability to what? Telekinesis. Pick up things and place them, and to openly travel through space in the universe. This is true facts. So he started a new beginning, a new creation of mankind because of the disrespect. This is why he said he created man as one, right? As one, he created them. And they differ later. They argue later. amongst each other, killing and murdering each other. This was back during Adam time, basically. And they prayed that he said, listen, please keep my bloodlines and do not leave us in darkness. And he promised the bloodline that he was not going to leave them into darkness, basically. So the pyramids lasted all the way during Noah time, all the way up to Abraham time. Yes, the pyramids. It lasted all the way up to the pyramids lasted all the way up into Moses' time. Everybody had pyramids. Nobody had no huts. It wasn't no buildings the way you see it. There was pyramids. Pyramids. This is how we build, with pyramids. So as he washed away everything, it's mudslides. So the mudslides and everything is going to build on top of the pyramids. Why you think that when they dig up, they find the ancient artifacts, ancient ancestors, pyramids? When they dig, because this was during the flood time. This is true, brothers and sisters. So the teachings follow all the way to the bloodlines, all the way up into descendants. This blessed land that we call America, right? It's a blessed land. It's a holy land where we taught the from the ancient ancestors, right? The descendants taught every civilization over here, where you call America. We was already here. We was already here in this land. There's pyramids here. This is actual facts. So this is how religion started. This is how religion started. Because we still kept the same tradition going on. We still kept it going on. Either you're going to believe or non-believe. That is not my choice. If you don't gain access to the spiritual realm, that's not my fault, because you cannot look beyond with spirituality. That's not my fault. If you're not given access to that, you're not going to know. You're only going to know this history, what's going on right here, what you see with your eyes and what they put out there. I cannot give you that access. That's not my judgment, and that's not my call to do that. What I'm telling you, this is how the religion started. And these abilities were taken from us because we misused these abilities, fighting one another. I mean, belief and disbelief, basically, at the time. So he had to come up with the ways of scripture on how to do it, because he left it to man, right? And we uphold it. But the other side wasn't trying to hear that. The other side wasn't trying to hear that. They didn't want to uphold it. This is why he said that I created man generation upon generation. Little knowledge or little things he gives me, mankind. He's talking about those individuals that he gave the ability to transfer their souls in and out their body freely. and dealing with telekinesis and telepathically talking to one another and didn't speak, it was forbidden, basically. So you know what he did? He revealed what? The Torah, and started setting up different religions came about. Because the way of the man, he left it to man. And man did bad. Because there was only a few believers back then. There may be like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. You still had to hold on to the bloodline of that, to uphold that, basically. And I'm coming from a spiritual sense. You're not going to understand that. Like I said, I'm not the one to give you access to that. I'm just telling you how it was. He debased us. Or rather debased. Yeah, he debased us, basically. Because everybody, he had to debase. That's what happened. Over fighting and chilling. Over belief and non-belief. And we prayed that he keep that bloodline of belief in him to exist through bloodlines. All of the prophets and messengers. Every time a dark age came up, he brought a messenger or a prophet from among the people to spread the message of one belief of the Creator. Man always do what? Forget and slip in darkness upon darkness as darkness. And forget where we come from and who we are, basically. Do we have the choice to choose religion? Yes. Now, yes. Yes. And the closest that I'm telling you to the ancient ancestors, right, is what? It's Islam and being a Muslim. That's the closest. I'm telling you that. And it's not just only saying because I'm Muslim, it's because I have studied and read each and every way of life, basically. This is how religion came about, basically. This is how it came about. We've been in this land. We've been in this land of America that they call America. We've been here. This is all facts. We didn't come over here from Africa. We was already here. We taught every civilization the ways and actions, and we civilized every civilization that you see nowadays. Now, if you want to call them white, black, whatever, we civilized them. It's facts through the ancient ancestors. So for individuals to get up here and say that we did not teach other civilizations are wrong, because you basing yours on his knowledge, We're not basing on a spiritual knowledge. Basically, you have to be in tune with spirituality in order to understand. It is no disrespect to any other civilization out there, but the reality to the fact is that all civilization backdoored us. We are the rightful owners, the indigenous people of this land that they call America, we call America, basically. Right? And it took years and years and years to debase us on where you see us right now. We have fought for years and years and years to get our land back after teaching everybody the ways and actions of civilization. Every civilization backdoored us. They did not help in the massacre of the descendants of the ancient ancestors. That blood is blessed, is rich with spirituality, with the very existence of the Creator, because He blessed us with technology, magic, to procreate and invent things. That's how you can tell we're different from all other civilization. We gave them their civilization, and they took their civilization back and procreated their civilizations all around the world. Everybody. This is facts. Why do you think everybody disrespect us and come at us? That's not no coincidence. It's not. So this how religion started. All religion started. People went off and did their own thing. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be Islam. I don't want to be Jews. I don't read none of that. I'm going to start this. I'm going to start that. Because you have free will to do it, basically. I'm just telling you the truth. Just telling you the truth. But the reality to the fact is that there was non-belief and belief in pyramids all around the world. Basically. And the rainbow is the agreement that he had, that he put upon the earth, the universe, and mankind, and made a covenant and said that he's not going to destroy the earth the way he did before, destroyed all those people, flooded them out and destroyed them and brought new civilization. What you see now, this is the new creation, right? The new creation of mankind. That's right. But we still have what? The bloodlines of the ancient ancestor that believed in one creator, that freely used to transform their spirit and not their body, spirit traveling, used telepathically to talk to the creator. Telekinesis was the tool to lift things up. And we did a lot of other amazing things. Scientists, doctors, economics, anything that you can name, we built for the civilizations of mankind. We was procreated for balance and trust. We was created for what? To lead mankind to balance and justice, and things need to be taken care of the earth. But it got really, really bad. So he brought forth scriptures that he sent down to be followed, to uphold, basically, because it was really, really bad. Because the ancestors prayed before all this went down and said, please do not forsake our descendants. And he agreed to not forsake them. The answer they prayed for them for not to be forsaken and be left in darkness. He agreed to that. And this is why it's always pushback between evil and good. Evil and good. This is why. It's always going to be a pushback. Always. I didn't even listen to no jazz music. I just got right into the topic. It's fine. So I'm going to end this with, I love you. If nobody didn't tell you they love you, I love you, basically. Right? And you're doing an amazing job out there. Keep your hope up. Keep everything going. And trust you me, hold on. Hold on. Basically. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. There's murder, death, kill going on out here. Not just physically, spiritually, and mentally. Basically. Live the life, leave the life, ain't no thing. I'm married to the game and the game is married to me. Let's get them back. This sick, demonic way of life. Barbaric, twisted, evil demon that sits upon our community and individually for so many years to keep us down so we don't elevate on to understand who we are. It said who we are. We are called the uply God right ones. Uply Godded right ones. That's who we are, and that's our title, and it always been our title. Over here, we are the descendants of the ancient ancestors, the blessed ones. Do we have a few bad apples? Yes. But we are the uply God righted ones that believe in one creator and always have and always will. Basically. And this is our land. I'm going to keep it real with you. And everybody that's not the descendants of the ancient ancestors in this land don't belong in this land. They are only supposed to come here for sanctuary, gain knowledge, right? Technology or whatever, then go back to their civilizations and to their descendants and teach them. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Basically. Coming with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Experience from a spiritual eye. Please like, share, subscribe, comment to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube. That's coming with heat and bangers and amazing energy and content for you and I to survive and get over the hump, basically. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. end this with some good jazz music. I want to end this with some good jazz music. That's what I'm going to do, basically. This is part 2. Okay? This is part 1. I'm going to do part 2. Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace.